Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. We're going to do a little tabletop view right here on some of the changes I made to my Blackhawk, and then we'll go outside and we'll shoot it. And I want to show you a few things that I've got. The first thing that I changed is the base pin here that fits the cylinder to the frame. There was a comment made in one of my previous videos, and I've done some research on it, about the factory Ruger base pins being undersized. This hole that goes through the frame into the cylinder is generally between 250 and 0.251. This factory base pin measured in at 0.247. So I ordered a new base pin from Brownells. It's a Power Custom made base pin, and it's in the Elmer Keith style that has a locking set screw. The thing fits like a glove, and it made a sturdier fit on the cylinder to the frame. I did end up drilling a small hole just barely into the bottom of the barrel for that Allen set screw to screw in. Supposedly it's to help keep it locked in place under heavy recoil, but I probably wouldn't ever have a problem with that, but I went ahead and done it because it came with it. I also ordered a set of Wolf springs for this thing. This is the, let's let me look right here on my paper. This is the 1430, so it's a 30-ounce trigger spring that I put in and a 14-ounce hammer spring. I don't know exactly what the weight is. These are the original Ruger springs. I don't exactly know what the weight is on those from the factory. I also ordered this mechanical Lyman trigger gauge, and I did check before I changed the springs, and I didn't get it on video because sometimes I just do things without thinking about that. But I did check the trigger weight prior to changing the springs, and this thing from the factory had about a 4.5 pound trigger. What I'm going to show you is what it's got now that I've changed springs. This thing is empty. So Lyman, according to these instructions, says it's best to clamp this in something and pull it, but I don't have a clamp right here, so what we're going to do, we're going to pull that right there. We got this pulled down to 0. We will pull this. And I don't know how well that's coming in on camera, but it's got about a 2 pound 14-ounce trigger now. So it lightened it up about 1.5 pounds, which is from what I understand, around 3 pounds is pretty typical for those spring kits. So well, what we'll do now, I've got some of my pet loads using the 250 grain LBT long flat nose that I got from Montana Bullet Works, and we'll go outside and we'll shoot 6 of them, and we'll see kind of how they group after doing the base pin and the trigger springs. So let's go outside and get into that. All right, my pet load under a 250 grain long flat nose LBT bullet design, using the new base pin and action job. All right, let's go look at that. All right, So action job, a new base pin. Here's the results. That's 6 shots at 25 yards. Like in my prior video, they were talking about 3 shots, best average out of 5 by a lot of the gun riders these days. 4 out of 6, I'd say that's pretty good. I pulled one shot about 1.5 inches to the right, and I pulled another shot right at 7/8 of an inch high and to the left. Prior videos, when I'm using these targets, I'm aiming right here at the bottom of this diamond, and all my shots have been hitting up here, which is roughly 3 inches. So what I've done this time, after reading 6 guns, Elmer Keith said to put your sight on where you want to hit, not shoot at 6 o'clock. So that's what I was doing. I had the top of my sights level with this right here and had them in line with this, and it's still hitting about 3 inches high at 25. So I may, now that I've got my pet load figured out, got my action job done, and I know where it's hitting all the time, now I may adjust my sights. I think dead on at 50, or I may try it at 50 and see if this is dead on, and if it's not, I'll adjust it down. But I am thoroughly happy with these results with the new base pin and the action job. Well, there you have it. Action job and new base pin and my Ruger Blackhawk. So much easier, so much fun to shoot. The 4.5 pound trigger, I didn't ever realize how much difference doing an action job and a spring change would make until I got down right around 3 pounds with the trigger. But the gun shoots phenomenally now. If it's your first time stopping by, I appreciate you coming. I ask that you check out my other videos, give me a like and subscribe. And as always, keep learning and happy shooting. Appreciate you.